Hey guys, my name is Bill Jones, head instructor of Top Level Martial Arts in beautiful downtown Cuyahoga Falls.
Robby, certified Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor.
Yesterday in part one of our knife defense series, we talked about understanding how to know that someone's going for a weapon and how to help prevent access. Today we're going to take it one step farther. In the process of realizing that they're trying to gain access to a weapon, we realize they have gained access to it and try to look at what some of the options we have are after that. Let's take a look. We're still dealing with a knife. So yesterday we talked about how I would be controlling him here, controlling this far arm, and that when he starts to dig for that weapon, I'm going to feel that with my legs and try to prevent it. Okay? But today what we're going to say is I either felt it late or he was good enough at getting it out that when he goes back for it, go ahead, boom, he does get it out to some extent, but I am semi-preventative. So we're not at the point where I didn't pay attention at all, he pulled it out and now I've been stabbed. We're at the point where I did realize that he was going for something, I was just too late in preventing him from getting it. So now we're going to end up right here in this control position. Now you can see right now this is not beneficial to me. I mean, it's not bad because I'm not getting stabbed in the torso, but my arm is certainly at risk of getting cut on this weapon, especially if it's like a double-edged blade like this one represents. So immediately, the moment I realize that my opponent has a weapon, that my enemy has a weapon, I need to forget about like controlling this arm, which is just going to punch me, and I need to get everything over here to defend against getting hit. And that's, defend against getting cut. I said getting hit. To defend against getting cut. Now guys, what I'm immediately going to be doing is transferring my body over there so that I can get two arms versus his one. And again, this is assuming that I wasn't able to get up and run away to begin with. Right now, I can't quite run away yet. So my first option that I'm going to go for is a move called a Kimura. And I'm not really teaching it to you today as much as just demonstrating what's possible. So right here, immediately I'm going to start moving his face out of the way and turning his body. I can use my leg to kick through, and I'm going to come in here. Now you can see I have two arms controlling his one. It's very hard for him to stab me with this. Bring it into me. So he can't stab me with it. And now I can adjust and actually start getting this away from him. And it's also in this position very difficult for him to try to transfer the knife to the other hand because he can't reach back and get it. So at this point, I could either try to strip the knife or simply take his arm to the point that he has to let go of it. He's tapping because I'm not going to hurt my buddy's shoulder. But in general, like if I just took this arm and placed his hand up here, that would tear his shoulder, his rotator cuff up and kind of make this arm useless. So from here, I could strip the weapon, give it back, or alternatively, and stripping should definitely be your first concern. Alternatively, I could try to keep torquing this. I would rather try to get in here and strip it. And if you haven't seen my video on grabbing a knife, I do have a video talking about that. But again, better to do something like this than to get stabbed like in the chest with it. I'm going to simply strip it, boom. I might be able to grab it and maintain it, but I think more than likely in the scenario that we're in with high stress, it's probably just going to bounce out. And now, guys, it's time to get out of here. We do not stay down at this point. So that's just one option. There's a couple different things that I could do. Actually, let's show them an omoplata situation. I could use my leg to kind of do the same thing.
Do it out or?
No, we'll just stay here. So I'm here. I could use my leg as well to do this same lock. You can see, and now my hands are completely free to strip this weapon. So that's another nice option that we have from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to lose this, to get this weapon away from him, as far as defending the knife goes. And again, the understanding what the situation was I was trying to prevent him from getting it. I was a little bit too late. Next time what we'll talk about is I'm very late and that he pulls out the weapon and I realize way too late that he's got one and we're up in here. Meaning I don't have anything blocking him from coming in. We'll talk about that next time. But guys, again, the most important part of all this is paying attention to your surroundings. I need to be aware of what's going on when I'm being attacked. The only way that happens is with good training, live training, and doing stuff like this during your training. It's not uncommon, especially during testing and all this, for me to just throw someone a knife and say, keep rolling, and then the person on the bottom or whoever's doesn't have the knife has to defend. So that's really important, guys. It's good to understand these concepts. And these are good questions that come up. I think that people who ask these questions generally want to know the answer. My friends, thank you for watching. I'm Bill Jones, head instructor of Top Level Martial Arts.
Robby Gorham, certified Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor.
You can find us at toplevelmartialarts.com. You can also download our podcast. It's on iTunes and Google Play. It's called Black Belt Tips. My friends, have a good day.